Hey, Facebook Live. It is LaTracey Copeland Hughes here, and I wanted to come in for a short snippet. Yes, the title is Be Careful Not to Get Wet Tonight. So, be ready. You've been warned. Well, while I was on the phone, and you can be in a good conversation and it's almost time for bed and you feeling good and all that great stuff. And then I realized, man, it's a lot going on. And so after I got off the phone, I was going through social media, like I always do to unwind. And I noticed it was some things that were going on in the news. You know, some missiles, some bombs, some things that are taking place that neither those who are in the world or of the world truly understand what's going on. But I want to share something with you. When I said, be careful not to get wet tonight, I want to read something to you. And I'm reading out of Matthew. Yeah, y'all so nasty. Y'all thought I was talking about something else, but follow me. I promise it's worth it. Matthew 14, verses 22 through 33. And it reads, immediately he made the disciples get into the boat and go ahead of him to the other side, while he dismissed the crowds. After dismissing the crowds, he went up on the mountain by himself to pray. When evening came, he was there alone, but the boat was already over a mile from the land, battered by the waves because the wind was against them. Around 3 a.m. Wait a minute, I lost my spot. Hold on. Let me go back. Lord, where was I at? You see the distractions. Okay. Around 3 a.m, he came forward, walking on the sea. When the disciples saw him walking on the sea, they were terrified. It is a ghost, they said, and cried out in fear. Immediately Jesus spoke to them. Have courage, it is I. Don't be afraid. 28. Lord, if it's you, Peter answered him, command me to come to you on the water. Come, he said. And climbing out of the boat, Peter started walking on the water towards Jesus. But when he saw the strength of the wind, he was afraid and began to sink. He cried out, Lord, save me. Immediately Jesus reached out his hand, caught hold of him, and said to him, you of little faith, why did you doubt? When they got into the boat, the wind ceased. Then those in the boat worshipped him and said, you are truly the Son of God. Now, when I said to you about be careful not to get wet tonight, y'all mind probably went totally left. But what came to my mind when I was reading the social media statuses and then I saw 45 do his little speech with his bad sound system, I just realized that so many people who say that they trust God and believe God and know God for themselves started doubting. They allowed the storm that is taking place to distract them off of the promise. Now, you can believe me or not, but there are so many people that are connected to me who do not realize that right now it's just a distraction. Yeah, it's bad, but it's a distraction. And because it's a distraction, it is meant to take you off your focus. But just like the word said in Matthew 14, 22 through 33, Jesus told them to go ahead. There are some things that Jesus told you to go ahead and do that you did not believe that you could do. But once you got out there, you were like, oh, okay, I got it. Yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm doing this. But then when the live things happen, because they are going to happen, you start getting nervous. You start getting scary. I'm seeing so many people who didn't even trust God or believe God say that they want to start praying now. Yep, I've seen it. And I'm not judging you. Things happen so that you can get closer to God. I understand that and I believe that. But it is funny to me that there's nothing new under the sun. Just like in Matthew 14:22-33, and it was speaking about how Jesus told the disciples to go ahead of him and to go get on the boat. He knew that the storm was coming, just like we knew that a storm was going to happen. We knew that things were going to take place. But while you sit back and you focus on this distraction without utilizing your strength and your belief and your faith, God has already called you. He's already brought you forward. And it's funny that there are so many people that are connected to me on social media who just got distracted just that quick. There's nothing new under the sun. The enemy has already said what he's going to do: to seek out, to kill, steal, and destroy. Same difference, just a different vessel. So I say to you on tonight, be careful about getting wet. Yeah. Because when you have a lack of faith, you're going to drown. You're going to get wet. You're going to be in that water praying and asking God to beckon you, to get you, to save you. But if you stayed focused on him, just like the word in Matthew 14:22-33, it'll become easier for you. Just think about it. Nothing is new under the sun. So think about that before you get wet by losing your focus and being distracted from what you were called to do. I told you I wasn't going to stay on here long because y'all was a little nasty anyways. Y'all up here talking about wet. But it's a message in that. So, you enjoy your night. Don't fret. You pray. You stay prayed up. You continue to focus on God and what he has called for you to do. And you let God be God in your life. Remember those stories that Big Mama used to tell you. Remember the word. Everything that's going on now took place already. Just a different vessel. Remember to take your rightful place and know that you are a king or a queen in the kingdom. It's about souls. Don't get wet tonight. You remember to keep the faith and have a good night.